Well, look, in this episode, what I want to talk about is how many business owners are running their organisations upside down. Now, I'm probably going to upset and aggravate quite a few of you with this episode, but I want to tell you my truth about what I see with companies and how they're run. See, when you start a business and you're the boss and you actually ask someone to do something and they go and do it, you feel this little sense of pride perhaps, this little sense of ego where you're the boss and they're the staff and they're going to do what you ask them to do or many times tell them to do. Well, you know, that used to be true to operate an organisation many years ago, but in this day and age, you need to modify the way that you interact with your team. See, firstly, one thing that's very important for all CEOs to do, and doesn't matter if you're a one-man operation or if you've got 50 or 100 or 200 staff working for you, this principle still applies. You must ensure that your team know what you're trying to accomplish. Now, when was the last time you actually sat down with everyone and said, "Hey guys, here we are, and well, you know, I'm so proud that you're in this team with me, helping me achieve this vision of mine. Here's what we're wanting to achieve." Very rarely do I ever see that happen with an organisation. So what I want to talk to you today about is how to ensure that that occurs and how to ensure that you get buy-in from your staff so that they actually are engaged with what you have happening. And the way you do that is you turn your organisation upside down. Rather than you being at the top and being the CEO and issuing directives down to two of your top lieutenants, and then they issue commands down to your corporals, and then they issue commands down to your privates. What I actually want you to do is to turn that whole organisation upside down and you lead from the bottom up. So what do I mean by this? Well, simply this. Many individuals that I work with in business complain that their sales team aren't performing, or that their admin team aren't doing things correctly, or that nobody listens to me, or why is it that they just don't get it? And my answer to you is, well, rather than you issuing directives and commands from the top down, if you supported your team, say for example your sales team, if you got in there and helped them set up their scripts, if you watched them, if you ensured they had regular training, if you ensured that they had clear KPIs that they had to follow, if you ensured that you monitored their progress and let them know what the minimum expectations were in your organisation, you will be amazed at the transformations that occur. Because what will happen is human nature generally takes the easiest path. So if you don't have any rules or boundaries or KPIs, which are key performance indicators, set for your team, guess what? They're going to make up their own. They'll make up their own rules. They'll determine how hard they think it is for them to work. They'll determine these are the sort of results that I can get. And 99 times out of 100, the staff don't have any idea of what they're capable of. It's not that they've got any hidden agenda and they don't want to help you. What it is they don't know how to do their role properly, and management have not given them the support, the training, the resources to help them achieve that goal. You've got to be asking yourself these questions. Please do it now. Say, well, when was the last time I did regular training with my sales staff? When was the last time that I helped put processes and scripts in place? Have I set minimum targets for them to achieve each day? Have I got minimum sales targets that I want them to hit? Have I proven to them that it's capable because I've rolled up my sleeves and gone out there and done it myself so they know that it's possible? See, these are the things that business owners, CEOs that are wise and street smart know about their business. They know if they want to get the best out of their team, they have to support their team. So when you go out tomorrow and you start to get your thoughts out there and you start to approach your business and your organisation with what you want to do, before you start, please just take half an hour out. Start looking at the areas of your business that you want to work on. Focus on an area and say, okay, well, look at my sales team. What is it that I can do there to make their job easier, to help them perform better, to make sure that they have everything that they need to be able to get the job done? And when you think from that perspective of you actually supporting your team rather than you issuing directives down and then getting your team to somehow work it out, you're going to find an absolute massive transformation. So, takeaways from today. Firstly, lead from the bottom up. Support your team. Ensure that they've got all their resources, all of their processes, all of their scripts and flow charts of what they need to get done. Then, also ensure that you have regular meetings with your organisation to let them know why they're coming to work. What is their mission? What are you trying to achieve here in your organisation, and what is their part that they play in the organisation to make that happen? Now, when you start to do those two things in your organisation, you are going to start seeing some pretty amazing improvements occur. Alright, until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon.